shall eat of the bread and drink of the cup. Notice what it says, whosoever. And I'm glad that he said whosoever. Because when he said whosoever, he included me. He did not listen. Verse 27, I'm closing. Listen what he does not say. He does not say the rich. No. He does not say the wealthy. He does not say the wise. He does not say the affluent. He does not say those who live uptown, and he does not say those who live in a gated community, but he does say whosoever. In other words, it's a personal decision that everyone has to make for himself to get up and come to the Lord's house and do this. But then he says, whosoever. He says, listen, you can't do part of it. He said, it's all or none. Yes, he says, whosoever shall eat of the bread. And my brothers and sisters, if I can put a peg there, eating of the bread is representative of the Lord's body. Yes, and he said to his disciples, if you don't eat of the bread and if you don't drink of the cup, then you have no fellowship with me. And if I might put a peg here and insert this and say to you that a whole lot of us, according to the Bible, we are out of fellowship because it's been 6 months, 12 months, 3 years since we did this. Lord help me preach. And you trying to figure out why every time you get in your hand, as fast as you get it, as fast as you leave, because you forgot to do this. I did say do this. And not only did he tell us to do this by eating of the bread, but he said also you gotta drink of the cup. Yes, because yes, they pierced him in his side, and yes, they put nails in his feet, and yes, they put a crown of 72 thorns on his head. But guess what? It was no salvation in, I wish somebody was helping me, in the body. Yes, but it wasn't until, yes, they pressed that crown on his head and blood came streaming down. The reason you need to eat of the bread, which is his body, number one, because he said so. Yes, when you go to the courthouse and the judge comes in and the bailiff says, everybody rise, y'all miss that. Yes, you don't ask the bailiff, why do I have to rise? All you do is stand up. And if you don't stand up, you're going to be charged with contempt and immediately handcuffed, arrested, taken into custody, and taken to jail. But when we come to the Lord's house, we want to do what we want to do. I don't understand a whole lot of things. I ain't never been Catholic, but when I go to the Catholic church, when they kneel, I kneel. When they stand, y'all still ain't hearing me. I'll stand. But when you come on the highway, I'm begging you to help me preach, and y'all still sitting there looking at me. When you go to the judge and approach the bench, the judge will tell the attorney that you've gone overboard and you got to retract that. But when you come to the house of God, Lord, you don't want to do this, and maybe, just maybe, you can't get what you need from the Lord because you won't do what he told you to do. And then even when you do it so lackadaisical. You don't get excited about nothing. But when I think about the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me, I can't wait. Since we do it once a month, I don't know why. Yes, to come to the Lord's table, because at the Lord's table I find joy. At the Lord's table I find peace. At the Lord's table I find love. At the Lord's table I find everything I need. If anybody here know that when you do this, some way and somehow, I wish I had about 3 people. Well, help me tell your neighbor, when you do this, he will open the window. He will pull you out a blessing, and the power or salvation was not in the body or the bread, but the salvation and the power is in the blood. Can I tell somebody, grab your neighbor's hand and say, neighbor, the blood still works. Yeah, he died on Calvary. He shedded his blood for you and for me. And every chance that I get, I want to wave my hand and say, thank God. I wish I had a witness. Thank God for the blood. Don't do that, but do this. Don't do that, but do this. Don't do Women's Day, but do this. Don't do Men's Day, but do this. And he said, when I come, yeah, behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, and I'm a pay every man according to what his work shall be. Ain't it all right? Grab your neighbor neighbor's hand one more time. Say, neighbor, oh neighbor, neighbor, oh neighbor, neighbor, oh neighbor, neighbor, oh neighbor, don't do that. Do this. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. All that other stuff don't count anyway.
All right.
Go ahead.
That's all right. Say it.
What a word. What a word.
When the brown Lord come back, he ain't going to ask you how many women's days you had.
Yeah.
All right.
Say that, Pastor.
Lord come back, he ain't going to ask you how many women's days you spoke at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Y'all make me sick. Y'all go to other folk church and y'all wear y'all big hats. Y'all come here and y'all won't even wear one. He ain't gonna ask you how many hats you wore. You can say a lot of things, but T. Lynn Robinson, you ain't gonna never say I'm a hypocrite. D. Mary Lou went home to be with the Lord. Linda Brown looked like a African princess. Pearls all down her head. Come to New Inspiration, she put on Little Richard. Nephew Vaughn went and found a hat she don't even wear. Because she was reading the proclamation from the church. I'm talking about y'all. But that don't count. This. What am I trying to say to you? I'm still holding the Lord's Supper. Try it. You might like it. Start saying it. Lord's Supper. Not communion. The Lord's Supper. It's sacred. It's holy. But it's healthy. How I know it? What can wash away my sin? Brother Muse, remind me this week to take that second bench out. Brett too comfortable for me. Put 2 chairs back over. I mean, he's stretched out, got his legs swinging. I'm preaching, Byron, but I can see. I ain't even looking down. Katrina, he over there, he's swinging his leg. I mean, he got it going on. He enjoying himself. Ain't stood up yet. Thank you, Brother Muse. You see what I tell y'all with preaching, Sister Duguay? I can preach and get all soaking wet. Some folks still just... I'm talking about the blood, man.
All right.
I'm giving you tips when to stand it. You get the blood on you, you lose some of that back pain. My leg hurt, Rev. Get under the blood. Look at Brother Will. Brother Will standing up. Sometimes the problem in the church is you sit too long. I ain't talking about y'all.
He just talking about what he talking about.
I'm just talking about what I'm Please, he got me. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes if you stand up, you feel better. Brett still ain't took his arm off that. He's got me, brother. He's got me. He must have put a whole lot in that envelope today, Cynthia. He's still, you don't know. I'm preaching directly to a man and he still gets in there.
I got it.
And y'all think preaching is easy. He said you got it. You know it's Pastor. I'm talking about it. At least I talk about y'all to y'all face. You ain't got to worry about me talking about you behind your back. I'm going to tell you what I got to tell you. The Lord is good.
Oh, yes, he is.
He says, do this
Yes, he does.
in remembrance of me. This here, this cross.
That's right.
Do this.
Yeah, do this.
And I said it earlier, and I need to say it in closing again. You got to get credit where credit is due. Our Catholic brothers and sisters got that right.
Yeah.
We talk about they have thing going. We talk about the priests get drunk and all that. They got this right. Funeral, wedding, mass, whenever they meet.
They do this.
They do this.
Yeah.
We don't do it because we too cheap. Them sacraments, listen, I'm authorized. See that stomach? Them little things cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we get a small box. Imagine if we was Greater St. Stephen's, a New Home, or some of the larger churches. They get 500 to a box and box it. Y'all go on television and see some of them churches on Communion Sunday. They stacked up this high.
Yeah.
3 and 4 rows. That costs money.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to do it. But guess what? Think about the price that he paid for us. He didn't give lip service. He gave his blood. And so he says at the end of the day, before you do it, examine yourself.
Examine yourself.
Now, let me tell you what that means, because I've seen people do this, and I'm done. People say, well, I'm not going to take communion real because I went to a party last night. Okay, well, all right. Then that's why there is that thing called forgiveness. The problem is not that you went to the party.
You didn't pray for it.
What you did.
It's what you did after you left the party.
Or what you did while you was there.
Say that.
And make sure, let me close where I started, make sure that if you fall into the hands of another man's wife, make sure it's your mother. I'm done.